Hi, and welcome to Sonic Peak Studio. My name is Jakob, and today we'll be taking a look into some mixing basics using a song by Alex Ball called By Design, featuring the Prophet 600 synthesizer, and also featuring some classic old drum machines. I think he used Oberheim DMX and the Sequential Circuits drum tracks, if I'm not mistaken. First of all, we need to look into the boring parts of making a mix happen, and that is project management and project preparation. As you can see here on the screen, I have a drum bus here and everything is colored green. And if I go down here, I get to some blue tracks. Those are acoustic drums made by EZdrummer 2 that I programmed for the song. Then I have bass in red, and as you see, everything is color-coded here. Another thing that you see is if we go further down, I try to use as short names as absolutely possible to take as little screen space as absolutely possible. So, pad L, pad R, and if we go down to the vocals here, you can see I have a vocal group here, Vox. And that has actually two groups in it, Vox 2 and 2, and 2A means that this is a dub, and this is a dub. So basically, and if you have a further look, you can see Vox is panned center, Vox A is panned right, and Vox 2B is panned left. So these are all dubs of each other. So I use this naming convention throughout most of my projects. Another thing is that I usually start bottom up when mixing, so I have my drums at the top, and this is basically how I start to mix, almost. The reason, of course, that I color code everything is that it makes it so much easier to navigate when you have so many tracks. For example, I know the bass is red, so I'll just find something red. Okay, there it is. And then I don't have to, read everything that's on screen. It's a boring, laborious task at the start of a project, but it pays off later when you get into to mixing and basically scrolling around. Another thing that I have set up is that if I make a new audio track in Ableton or in Reaper that I also use, I have set it up so that a new track is always starting out at minus 12 dBs. So that when you import new tracks, they will have a reasonable level, and you will be able to add a lot of tracks before clipping starts to happen. If I hadn't done this and just imported all the tracks at 0, I would have to start out by selecting all tracks and turning it down, or else the master would probably clip. Alright, that's it for now about project management and administration and how we start out when we mix. In the next video, we'll be looking into some basic equalization using where we try to find resonant peaks and signals, which is a process that we need to do before we can really start mixing. Stay tuned.